2021. I'm Amelia from Miss Keene's class, and I will be a news anchor today. We will now observe a moment of silence. Thank you. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated. Today's lunch is pizza breadsticks or beef hot dog. Side items include baby carrots, baked beans, and assorted fruit. Now let's go to Mrs. Kellner and Dr. Poole for a few announcements.
Good morning, Trailblazers. Happy Wednesday. Another beautiful fall morning out there.
It is, and it's speaking of beautiful, we have celebrations this morning.
Right.
We have two birthdays this morning. We have Jake Busby and we have Mara White. Happy birthday, boys and girls. Come on down to the front office because, of course, we're celebrating with you. And we have some more celebrations from Mrs. Sheffield's class.
Right.
We have Vincent B., who has mastered his addition facts. We have
Vincent.
Charlotte Wellborn from Mrs. Whitley's class, and she's mastered her subtraction facts. And we have from Mrs. Lawyer's class, we have Presley C., who has mastered his
Way to go, Presley.
subtraction facts as well. So boys and girls, you continue to do a great job. I am very pleased with the way that you're building that bridge. I can see it formulating right about now to success. And our tip for Bus Safety Week today is walking to the bus. It says, practice good pedestrian behavior. Walk on the sidewalk. And if there is no sidewalk, stay out of the street. If you must walk in the street, walk single file. Face traffic and stay as close to the edge of the road as you can. Stop and look left, right, and then look left again. That sounds familiar to me.
It does. I think Coach Doherty covers that in PE.
And so, and if you must cross the street, do the same thing at driveways and alleys. Exaggerate your head turns and narrate your actions so that your child knows that you are looking left, right, and then left again. And that was that part at the very end for the parents. But students, I know that you are very familiar with those particular gestures and actions because I love listening to you as you recite them and actually perform them out front in the front of the school. Way to go. So you're well on your way. Thank you. That's our bus safety tip for today.
Thank you. Stay safe, Trailblazers.
Yes.
All right. Before we get to our guest speaker, I'm just going to go over a couple of announcements. Remember, our online book fair is going on, so going through the rest of the week, so make sure you log in and check out some great books. Our Disability Awareness Month is continuing, and so there are many different types of physical disabilities that may make it difficult to access materials or perform certain tasks. For example, if you are an individual with severe asthma, it might be difficult for you to run a marathon. If you were an individual that was born without arms, it may be difficult difficult for you to brush your teeth. One famous individual with a physical disability was Stephen Hawkins. He was referred to as one of the greatest minds in physics since Albert Einstein. Stephen Hawking had Lou Gehrig's disease, and the disease affected his muscle control. He used a wheelchair that helped with his speech. He directed it where to go through his speech in a computer voice. So he said his goal is simple, is to have a complete understanding of the universe, why it is as it is, and why it all exists. So ask yourself, what goals do you have with your abilities and disabilities? All right, and then going through this week for the required instruction, I'm sure you're learning about Florida cities and a little bit more about Florida Government Week during this week in your classes. So hopefully you're targeting those areas in your classrooms. And today our guest speaker is Haroon Beret. So he's going to share a little bit with you about his VIP grandparent interview. Haroon, take it away.
Okay, should I start?
Hang on once. Okay, now the camera's on you. There you go.
Okay. My grandma had 2 siblings, and they didn't share a room. Okay, sorry.
Take a second and yep.
Okay. She, her favorite trip that she had was when she traveled to a village in Egypt called Aswan to visit her family. Her favorite subject in school was math, just like me. When she grew up, she wanted to be a teacher, but she became an accountant. The games she played were tennis. Her favorite food for dinner was fried chicken with a side of potato chips. She didn't have a favorite book, but she loved to read fantasy books. She played with her friends a lot in the backyard together. She helped washing dishes and cleaning the house, but she got no allowance. Yeah. Her favorite holiday was a Muslim holiday called Eid. In the morning, they would go to a mosque, which is kind of like a church. They would greet each other by saying Eid Mubarak, which means blessed Eid. After prayers, family would get together to enjoy a big feast with lots of sweets. Then they would give gift to each other. After her favorite activity to do outside of school was singing. She loved to sing, but she didn't have any pets at all.
Oh, okay. And what is your grandmother's name?
Her name is Grandma Kareem. That's how this one.
Grandma Kareem.
Kareem.
All
Oh, I
right,
like
that's
that.
a great interview.
Can you repeat that greeting that she would say when they would go and they were?
They would say Eid Mubarak.
Say it again.
Mubarak.
Eid Mubarak.
Eid Mubarak.
I like that. Yes.
And so where does Grandma Kareem live?
She lives in Egypt.
She's in Egypt.
Egypt.
What
Yeah.
city in Egypt? Do you
I
know?
don't know that part.
Have you been to travel? Have you traveled there to see her and visit her?
No, not yet.
Not yet. Do you FaceTime? How do you keep up with her?
Yeah, we talk to each other.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well,
Very
thank you so much
good.
for that interview.
Wow.
All right. Well, I think that's all we have today for announcements. Are we ready?
Are we ready?
All right.
That's it for today's edition of WDTS. Make today's mission possible by building your bridge to success. Bye.